For me, the academic development module was actually very helpful in reading papers and making notes of papers and understanding academic papers, because before coming to university, you don't generally read academic papers.
So the big one for me was research, how to start my research effectively and how to continue it effectively. So knowing what things to put into the library search engine, for example, to come up with like effective results, knowing where to go from those and how to quickly read through things, so I'm not spending hours reading a paper that might be pointless. I'm skim reading it and making critical assessments all the way through.
But it's also been very helpful in learning to manage time for writing essays and how to kind of plan essays.
Mainly structuring the essays, but it's also about planning. Mainly about like how to do a mind map properly and get that information into an essay. That for me, to break down the question and work out which bits actually need to be answered and how to do that properly.
So the one that helped me the most was structuring my essay. Finishing an essay on a point and introducing the next topic before you move on to the next paragraph. Having a strong conclusion and a strong introduction that really help your reader know what you're about to argue and what you're about to talk about.
Determination, motivation, and yeah, good time management, honestly, and a will to succeed.
A willingness to make mistakes and a willingness to ask questions. Whether the question's about clarifying what you need to do or clarifying why you made the mistakes. But yeah, for me, those are the two things.
Do a lot of research. Research is the key for your time at university. Don't do the minimum reading only. There are a lot more interesting things the deeper down you dig.
Confidence. A lot of the time it's about having confidence in yourself that you can actually do it. Coming here onto the campus, you know, and your first week, when it's freshers is all fun, but then when you get down to it and it's like you're in a room full of new people and you have to have a voice. And with the academic development course, it was small groups, so it was really nice, you know, you didn't feel overwhelmed by anything. And actually doing that on the foundation course meant that you could just build up your confidence. And I think that's probably the biggest thing. If you don't have confidence in yourself and what you're doing, then you're not going to have confidence in what you end up producing.
The intellectual freedom for me, so less so just the independence of working, but the ability to think of your own thoughts and write your own ideas and ask your own questions constantly. It just opens up so many amazing like possibilities and like paths of learning and all sorts of things like that.
I've become smarter as an individual. I think I've got more knowledge and more understanding about how to go about writing essays and how to plan them for the future.
You are able to progress as a student with the support that's around you, but also to develop yourself as a person, as an independent adult.
It's not just the amount of general knowledge that I've kind of gained, it's the ability to know what I'm doing and know what to expect and be more confident in everything I'm doing.
The things I was expecting was that we were still going to have the same kind of structure as what we'd have as, say, a first year. However, we would sort of have a little bit more leeway. So if we made errors, we'd get more feedback on how to potentially correct them and then build on that. So we could essentially end up with a foundation for going into the first year.